Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Ramos, and in this training, we're going to be talking about ACE. So ACE is going to be the foundation of your business. If you are consistently doing what I'm about to teach you, which is attract, connect, enroll, and experience, then your business is going to create this amazing foundation that is going to be completely unshakable. So this is something that we've used to build our business each and every day, and it is amazing. So let's get right into it. So the A stands for attract and approach. So we want to attract people into our business, and there's so many different ways to do that. I do not want you to get overwhelmed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a list of different ways that you can attract and approach people to tell them about ketones, and you choose what's best for you. When you hear something, you're like, oh, that sounds like me. I really want to attract people like that. There is an entire training on that specific thing. And you can learn how to do those vendor booths, or you can learn how to do social media. So make sure you pop over to whatever attraction tool that you love most, that feels best to you. That is what you should definitely double down on. So the first thing that I mentioned was social media. Social media is such a great way to attract people. And what I love is most of our family members, our friends are already on social media. So you can use that social media to attract them. We also want to approach them as well because they deserve to feel good as well. And all of the things that we do in person that I'm about to teach you, what I love is that we can invite them all to our social media. So we add them as a friend on Facebook, and then we can use the training that we learn on social media on how to attract people by building our business on our social media and using that as an attraction tool. So let's get down to some different ways that we can attract in person. So one way that you can is you can go to networking events. You can go to a BNI group. You can go to a women's entrepreneur group. This is so you can socialize. This is so you can meet people. And again, you can add them on your social media. So then you're constantly dripping on them, and then they become curious about these ketones that you have. So networking events are absolutely amazing. It gets you out there. It gets you social. When you are out and about in public, something that you want to do is you want to wear the conversation. So make sure that you are wearing your Prove It gear. I have things that say drink ketones all over it. I have a keto shirt on right now. I typically have a hat on. It's either forwards or backwards, and it says something about ketones on it. I have several jackets that say ketones on them. I have leggings that say ketones on them. I have shoes that say ketones on them. I want people to ask me about ketones, and I want to create conversations to where it's probably going to come up in our conversation, and they're looking at all the different keto stuff that I'm wearing. And so it just creates that conversation. So we have social media, we have going to networking events, and then make sure that we are wearing the swag, because that's going to help us no matter where we are, whether we're on social media or whether we are in person. Another thing is that we can shake up ketones in public. So we can do tastings, we can call gyms, we can call libraries, we can call coffee shops and just say, hey, I have a product that I would love to set up a table and just sample outside of your coffee shop. Are you open for me to do that? And they'll say yes or no. And if they say no, you move on to the next. If they say yes, awesome. See how often you can go there and shake up ketones, because that's going to get you in front of more people. So remember, that's just an option. If you think to yourself, I don't want to do that, you don't have to. Just do something. So choose something out of this attraction list. Another one that you're going to learn about is doing keto life parties. So doing ketone life parties is shaking up ketones in your living room, in a park, in somebody else's living room. It's a matter of inviting to a party, getting people together, sharing stories, answering questions, and building that know, like, and trust. So keto life parties are absolutely amazing. And if you're like, I could do that, I could shake up ketones in my aunt's house or in my mom's house or in my sister's house or in my own house, then make sure that you check out that training, because it's a really, really good one, and it will definitely build your business. Local mom groups, be social. What is there locally that you're already attracted to? I mean, I'm already a snowboarder. I'm already a mom. I'm already a dog mom. So different things like that. I can go to different events that are local here and be social And again, add these people on social media. So then you're constantly dripping on them. So then they're curious about what you have when you are a mom with a newborn and you have all this energy and you're getting REM sleep. That's not typical, but here people with ketones have that. So people become curious. So join local events. Let's see. Okay, last thing that I want to say before we move on to the connect, which is going to be the next part of this, is listen for these conversations. So when people are tired, when people are talking about, it's only Monday, I just got to get through my week, I don't have any energy, I want to lose some weight. You see someone looking at the back of a label. There's so many different signs when we're out in public that gives us the opportunity to approach somebody. So if you hear somebody and you're like, man, they just really need ketones, you have the solution for them. So what I like to say is, oh, I overheard you talking about how tired you are. Are you drinking ketones yet? That has really helped me as a mom. Just something simple like that. No, what's ketones? We're going to go into that next when we talk about connect. But when you're listening for that, I also listen for people who are excelling in our benefits. So if I have an athlete who is like running laps, or I have a waitress that has so much focus, I say something like, you must have had 2 to 3 servings of ketones today. You are so focused. You're so good at your job. You're so athletic. Your endurance is incredible. You must have had how many ketones today? No, what are ketones? Again, it's that attraction factor to where they're curious now because you approached them. So the A stands for attract, but it also stands for approach. And make sure you're looking for those business partners too. So many times we come across someone and we're like, man, they would be really good in my business. But my question is did you ask them? Did you say, you are so good at that? Your energy is so amazing. You would be so good at what I do. They'll be like, what do you do? And then let's talk about the connect. So that's all the A. So we're going to go through ACE. The next part is connect. Connect is really important because what we're doing here is we're building their belief. We're connecting them with stories where they can see a part of themselves within one of these stories, and it gives them hope that they can too get through what they're going through and come out on the other side. Everyone wants to feel better. Everyone wants to be better. So our job after we attract them is we are connecting them to different tools, different resources, so they can believe that they can do this too, that they can get the results that they are looking for. So different ways to connect, because this is going to be a complete game changer. And know that people need 5 to 15 connects. So we're going to go through some different pieces of connects, and you can use whatever one sounds best for you. The number one is our campfire video. That's the one that we always use right at the beginning. It explains our ketones. So when people are like, what is that? You can send them that campfire video. It is so simple. So that is the number one tool, the number one connect that we send at the very, very beginning. And then after that, there's a whole bunch of different ones. So you can do what feels best for you based on that person. A lot of the times we want to connect them with another person in our support team. We need someone to validate us. We need someone else to say, oh yes, I'm drinking ketones too. This is what ketones have done for me. So you can reach up to your pro champ, you can reach up to your champ, you can reach up to your support line, whatever that looks like for you, but connect them to another human being and they can share their experience, but really all that's doing is it's validating you. I don't know about you, but sometimes I have to hear something 3, 4, 5 times before I'm like, oh yeah, my sister told me about that a year ago. I should probably try that. It's validation. People need to hear it over and over again. So that's what the connect piece is. So we have the campfire video, connecting with another person. We have the Prove It TV is absolutely amazing. If you don't have that downloaded yet, please download that. We have Doctor Lives every single Wednesday. So we want to make sure that if someone has questions, it's a Q&A. You can ask questions, but you can also use it as a resource. So everything is time-stamped in there. So if somebody asks you a specific question about maybe something that they have or maybe a benefit that they're looking for, you can go into Facebook and you can search that and the videos will come up and you just say, Here's the video, fast forward to 13 minutes and 50 seconds, and that's where she talks about ketones and how they produce energy in your body, or ketones and how it actually helps with brain cognition, whatever it may be that they're looking for. So those doctor lives are amazing. Inspire On videos are absolutely phenomenal. It's people's stories. I was once told the person who collects the most stories is the person who wins, and I'm always going to stand by that. I love collecting stories and sharing stories. So share your story, first of all, and then collect stories and share them like crazy. So it is an amazing connect tool. We have guest calls, we have product focused ones, and we have community focused ones. So I love that because we can be building their belief in the product, and we can be sprinkling on them, hey, we have a referral program with VIP Plus. If you're sending out those coupon codes, you would be really good at what I do. I would love to plug you into this call on how people are driving these luxury cars, or how these moms turn this into a business, whatever the topic may be. The different community calls have different topics. So that is the connect. So now we've approached, we've connected, and then what? Well, now it's time for them to experience ketones. It's time for them to enroll into our community. And people need to be asked. Let me say that again. People need to be asked. So many times we just assume, okay, I've given them all these connection tools. When they're ready, they're going to let me know. People are busy. People are making up stories on why they don't deserve this. They want you to ask. So now, when we go into the E, which is experience, this is where you say, are you ready to get started? Or you can say, how would you like to get started? Would you like to get started as a customer or as a promoter? Sometimes people are ready to get started right away. They're ready to get started as a customer or a promoter. Sometimes they need that trial pack, which is also part of the experience. So if they need to start with a trial pack, we have an amazing training on trial packs. So go check that out. So if you're doing trial packs, which I highly recommend it, that is a great way to get them experiencing ketones. Remember, we're going to have to follow up because they haven't ordered yet. But that is a great way to get them experiencing ketones. And then we want to make sure that we are doing that follow-up. And then if they say that they're ready to get ready as a customer or a promoter, you can actually enroll them into your system. After that, I think what's so important is that we are enrolling them into our community. So we are plugging them into the Drink Ketones Daily group, so we can help them find people like them. We can help them see different resources, different belief systems, as far as like, this person was skeptical at the beginning too. Now look at them. They're 150 pounds down. Oh, you're getting ready to do the iFast? We have a system. This is when we iFast as a community. You're more than welcome to do it on your own. Here's a little guide on how to do it on your own, or you can do it with us. You plug them into the system, and this is what builds your business. So on repeat, we're using ACE. We are attracting, approaching. We are connecting. I don't know how many times it's going to take. Everybody is so different. Sometimes it's twice. Sometimes it's 15 times. Just know that part's going to take some time. You have to find the connection tool that's going to hit their heartstring, that makes them say, okay, it's my turn. I'm ready to get started with this. And then, of course, the experience and the enroll, and you have to ask the question. So that's what's going to build your business, is doing ACE.